Live from an indoor environment where we can control Scott's alcoholism, it's Beyond the Humidor, a cigar podcast for the rest of us.
Oh, that was good. Hearty mother loving har. Scott Robinson with you on Beyond the Humidor. Apparently we have a new introduction here.
Well, you know.
Yeah, for those of you who are not aware, this is regarding the podcast episode that will never see the light of day.
Ever.
Probably. I don't know. It could leak out eventually. Who knows? I don't know. But alas, we are back at Tobacco Republic this week, fresh from our camping trip and many other adventures, which we will get to later. Usually on the show for the last couple of shows, I go on a little rant.
And today's no different.
Damn right it's not. Let's talk about suburban snitching.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm talking about the folks in the suburbs who got nothing better to do but sit there and look in on their neighbors and snitch about every little code violation that they think is important. Particularly yesterday, I'm minding my business. I'm on my balcony. I'm smoking my cigar. Happy, right? I see 2 pickup trucks across the street. Local police code enforcement. And they're staring at my RV that is sitting in front of my house. So I kind of wait along and just watch it because I know what's going to happen. So I go ahead and preempt it and stand out in my driveway, just hanging out, smoking my cigar, totally relaxed. And a nice young lady, she comes up to me and asks, "Hey, is that your RV?" I say, "Yes, it is." They say, "Okay, well, I'm with, the local Roseville Police Department code enforcement," and kudos to them. She was nice. She was very polite. Wasn't a jerk about it. Just informed me that my RV was sitting in front of my house for more than 3 days.
That's funny.
Yeah, which was quite funny because I had just gotten back from my 5-state tour on Tuesday. So
did she take her bullet out of her pocket and put it in her gun before she started talking to you?
Easy there, Deputy Fife.
It's a fair question. Come on.
No. She's a nice lady. She explained it to me and said, "Well, we got a complaint from your neighbor that, your RV has been here for multiple days. And if any of you know, I've been either camping or running cross country for the past 5 weeks. So I'm not taking my RV to a freaking storage facility for 2 days to go get it back out to put in front to prepare for the next trip. So yeah, sorry." But anyway, it's kind of like, why folks got to snitch? Why is the world full of snitches? Just tell me.
We had this discussion at breakfast. It's because, too many people handing out 47th place Little League trophies.
Did you just steal my line?
Yes, I did.
He did, sir.
Damn it. See what happens? I'm busy messing with my microphone, and homeboy there's steals my line. Home Skillet over here steals my line. You didn't think I was going to bring that up, did you? Ha! Surprise, bitches. Hey, I got a quick question, man, because I don't pay attention. My ADD is like really strong. The red light means that thing's working, right?
That's correct.
All right, because, in normal world, red is like, stop, shit ain't working.
Yeah.
Okay.
So speaking of what I did last week, or actually the week before, right after Memorial Day, after the camping trip. So as soon as I get home Sunday from the camping trip, we prep for the 5-state tour as I'm grinding miles that Tuesday to go pick up my father from Cedar Rapids.
Everybody on the video, focus on Scott for a moment, please. Dude, we got to get some Viagra for these mic stands or some shit, man. Fucking mic swinging around, going this way, going that way. Now it's the right height, but it won't stay. Now it's swinging. What the hell's going on here?
We need to buy some new equipment, clearly.
Man. I don't want to twist on this thing much longer. I'm afraid the whole thing going to hit the ground. All right, so sorry we ruined your 5-state tour, man.
No, that's okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm just going to stand here and hold it. Sit here and hold it like a freaking moron. All
right. That's different from any other day. How?
Ooh, look at that. They'll give him half a cup of coffee in the morning. He all frisky and shit.
He a big man now.
Yeah.
That's what
He's
happens.
over there in his damn booster seat talking out his ass. Look at that. All right, hold on. As long as we screwed this up, let me lean forward and get my drink. I got to refold my shirt because the fat kid spilled syrup on his shirt this morning. There. Now you can't see it. Isn't that much better?
Ta-da!
Woo! Don't I look thinner? Hey. That's a nice boulder. Yeah. Continue on, Mr. Robinson.
Please.
Sorry for the interruption.
I got nothing. I'm lost.
Ruined the whole goddamn thing. Story of my life.
So you were telling us a story about MacGyvering your license plate.
Okay. First of all, thank you, Larry, for the cargo. What the hell do you call that? I forget. It's the cargo hitch.
It's just it's a rack that fits in your receiver hitch, so
Yeah.
you can store more crap.
Yeah, because
Carry more crap with you.
Yeah, because I'm moving my father to California, so I had to get a couple of those nice big industrial tubs, so I could put his stuff in there and stack it up and all that happiness. So
did you wrap Pop in a tarp, or did you just let his hair blow in a breeze back there? I'm gonna say right now, I am sorry, Mr. Robinson. I will apologize to you in person, but that was too good to let go by.
So anyway, I pile these things on the cargo carrier in California. I drive out of California through Nevada into Utah. Stop to get gas in Utah. Tiny wife, goes out to stretch her legs as I'm filling the tank. And
How much that cost you?
That was Costco, so it wasn't so bad.
I'm just impressed with the fact that he made it from California to Utah before he had to get gas.
Well, no, I had to do it in Elko, but this was when we
Oh,
discovered.
okay, all right. Clarified. Thank you.
So she's like, "Hun, you want to come in back for a second?" Sure.
Bow, chicka, wow, wow.
Go to the back of the RV, and she's like, "Do you notice something?" No. What? This stuff is hiding our back license plate. I'm like, we got through California, Nevada, and halfway into Utah, and I know I passed highway patrol more than once.
Hey,
And no one pulled us over.
hey, and this isn't mine. I will give credit where credit is due. Sherry came up with this.
Oh, no.
The explanation to why you did not get pulled over could fall on the fact that if you passed highway patrol on the shoulder of the highway, that is Sue's side of the RV.
Wow.
Just a thought.
Good point.
Hey, and she said that with a straight face, too. And I looked at her, I'm like, damn. Apparently, I'm rubbing off on her.
Just a tiny bit. So after we got through laughing our asses off, it's like, oh, we got to fix this. So for all you noob RVers out there, be sure to have a toolkit in your vehicle.
This includes zip ties.
Yes, zip ties are helpful too.
So what'd you do? Take the plate off and zip tie it to the stuff on the back? I don't
Yeah.
understand. I thought you restacked it like Jenga so there was an open hole so you could see the plate.
No. Unscrew the license
Make that
plate.
son of a bitch work for his money.
That's right. Tried to screw it into the cargo carrier because they had these little holes. It's like, nah, the screws are not going to work. So I'm looking through the toolbox. I'm like, wait a minute. Zip ties.
That's it, man.
4 zip ties, baby. Zip tied it up. Everyone's happy. Yeah, so basically I went through 5 states, 3,600 miles plus from Tuesday through, a week, 7 days. 7 days, 3,600 plus miles. The equivalent of 10 states. I was pretty burnt,
Yeah.
but I got it done. So all good. So enough about me and my complaining and ranting. How you guys doing?
Hey, it's a good day. Had breakfast this morning. Went over our prep for the show. Now we got scotch and a cigar. Hey, can't get any better than this, man.
Man, got to fuck up my intro?
Hey,
it's been a good day.
Whoa! Pump the brakes. Fuck up my intro. I'm fixing the intro from last week, goddammit.
That was the outro that got butchered last week.
Crash.
Oh, that
What
old-
happened? I don't know, man. I think the wheels fell off.
Larry, you think we ought to play the outro? Yeah, man, play the outro for him. Ding. Wow.
And the hits just keep on coming.
You know, if Greg was a better producer, more brilliant, what he would do is he could take clips from that show, and as we're talking about it, he could sit there and say, "Oh, remember this?"
Hey, don't think I don't have plans to do that. We got a 50th show coming up.
Oh, there it goes.
He's thinking. Mm-hmm. Nice. He's thinking. That's good.
I have a few more brain cells than a moron, but just
Hey,
a few.
man, Ted Kaczynski had a plan.
So did Custer.
So did Pee Wee Herman.
Ooh.
What do these three men have in common? All Caucasian. Too soon?
So, Scott, what are y'all smoking today?
That's Greg's way of going, we're off the rails. Turn around. Scott, what do you got there?
Being that we are a cigar podcast, let's talk about cigars for a second and not my rampant alcoholism or my butchering of previous shows. So, I got this little nugget from Greg there.
Sorry.
He spoke to the proprietor, and the proprietor turned him on to the A.J. Fernandez, the Clown. And it's something out of the Limited Cigar Association, which is a subsidiary of Pravita Cigar Club. And they bring like small...
That's Pravada, by the way.
Pravita, sorry, tomato. Pravada.
What was it the other day, Larry? It was Honduran that he couldn't pronounce.
Oh, God.
Horse drawn? Is that what that's not what he said, was it? No.
Honduran.
Honduran.
Somewhere close to Alderon.
Man, somebody put some catnip in his feed this morning. He is on fire.
Yeah, he
It
is.
doesn't happen very often.
Ain't that the truth?
Anyway, so Pravada Cigar Club.
Yeah, the Pravada Cigar Club, they bring small batch limited edition cigars to brick and mortar retailers. And they brought this in particular, The Clown by A.J. Fernandez. It's all Nicaraguan, binder, filler, and wrapper. And Greg smoked it a couple of days ago.
Yesterday, actually.
Oh, okay. No, it was 2 days
no,
ago.
it's Thursday.
Yeah. I can count. Anyway.
So,
Stop helping.
I'm not going to say it. Anyway, so he tried and was real pleased with it. And what were your impressions of it?
you know, it was, from what I was expecting, it was, I'm expecting some of the releases, have been a little young. I think they could have done a little bit more aging on some of these. This one particularly, I didn't really think it fell into that category. It's very smooth. It's creamy for, a cigar that looks like it's been Maduroed, and it doesn't have any harsh notes that I noticed. And in fact, it didn't even really get to where I was, a little wincing or anything like that until almost very much to the end. So it has good flavor. It's very, to use one of Scott's terms, it's woody, a bit of oak, not much cedar to it. It's just a really good, smooth cigar. And there's been a couple that have come out of the Pravada Cigar Club. The barbecued pig is the one I'm trying to think of. It was really good too.
That's one I haven't tried, but I'm with you on. I was waiting for you in your description for the light woodsiness of it.
Yeah.
And creaminess. It's a light creaminess, very light woodsy. It's a really light cigar for what it is.
Especially, it doesn't look. If you look at it just in the box, you're like, ugh, I'm not a Maduro guy, and they tend to steer away from it, and I think that would be a mistake.
Yeah, definitely. This I was expecting a much stronger flavor from this, just looking at the stick.
Yeah. A word of warning. Now, I'm drinking Macallan 12, as is Larry, of course. And one of the things I'm getting right now, the Macallan's kind of overpowering this cigar. So
that doesn't surprise me.
You got to step away. I mean, this isn't something I would normally drink with single malt scotch. It would be something of lighter fare, like little vodka rocks, a light cocktail, if you will. But
Yeah, even
Vodka,
a beer,
huh?
This would go good with a beer too.
yeah, beer would be
Red
good, too.
Stripe and vodka.
But Scott, how'd you cut yours?
Oh, I did a straight cut.
Okay, I think I screwed mine up a little bit. If the only complaint I would have so far on this cigar is I'm getting a little bit of tobacco in my mouth, but I also did a V cut on it,
Okay.
and it kind of roached the end of the cigar. The V cut did. So I'll do another one and do a straight cut, at some point. But yeah. Very smooth cigar, really nice. I'm really impressed with it.
Yeah, it was just a nice surprise because, like I said, I've smoked a few of them that have come out, and as with all of the three of us here and most of our listeners, palates vary, likes and dislikes vary, and a lot of them I've been like, it's been an interesting try, but this ain't for me. This one in particular, limited is the word there. Because I wish it would be something I get more regularly.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, this is a nice one from LCA.
Yeah, this would definitely be in the wheelhouse and in the rotation for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I could get my hands on a box, I'd be plunking down some money for a box of these.
You might want to talk to the proprietor. He might be able to make that happen.
Okay. Well, with Limited Cigar Association, I understand that, they're in limited supply. I mean, there's some shops that will limit it to one, much like Steve Adib's Barabbas.
Yes.
It's like one a day.
Yep.
Which is a good cigar, don't get me wrong, but I'm kind of like, okay, I get it's good. But, it feels like it's more of a marketing ploy than anything, and that's no disrespect to Mr. Adib. It's just, it's good. He's done, a lot better blends that I would equate to something like that, not necessarily to Barabbas.
Well, the one, pardon me, the one that I liked was, since we're on Steve Adib and Via Havana for a minute, was the cross between the Barabbas and the Red Car. So it was a blending of those two cigars, and it made for a wonderful cigar.
I remember those. Those were great.
Yeah, that's what I would expect a limited run cigar to taste like.
Yeah, you really want it. You really want it to be something special,
Yes,
not just something thrown out there for the masses.
exactly. Now, as
Not that we're snobbish or anything like that.
no. Now, on my rating scale of 0 to take your ass to flavor country.
Wait. You changing your scale? When did 0 come into play?
Oh, 1. I'm sorry. My apologies.
Nothing gets rated 0 on this show ever.
No. All cigars are good.
Except our content occasionally.
Yes.
I will never live that show down.
Oh,
I
sure
was
you
talking
will.
about all of us, but if you want to,
Yeah, if you want to project that on your own, go right ahead.
Particular instance, my brother, go feel free.
Oh, folks, it was bad.
And he don't even remember it, and he's telling you it's bad.
Like I said, I think the funniest part I remember is Roy taking my sidearm from me like I'm a crooked cop and he's internal affairs.
Nah, man, the best part of the whole thing was you sitting there with a Reno in your lap, petting that dog like you're trying to rub the fur off of this thing. Every time Scott had pet it, Reno's like, "Ah, get me out of here! Apartheid!" Something, I don't know. I don't speak Pekingese or whatever the hell that thing is.
It's Pomeranian.
I was close.
The palm chi.
Jesus.
So
Poor dog alone.
since you two they're smoking the cigar clown, and I smoked that the other day, I went with a one. Larry's fond of saying a go-to cigar, and this is one of mine. I believe it's also one of yours too. This line is, I know for a fact, this is the Leaf by Oscar in Sumatra, and he's got it Sumatra, Corojo, Connecticut, and Maduro, and the 4 cigars. They're all 4 great sticks. There's not a bad one in that barrel.
Yeah, if you're thinking of trying a leaf and you've never tried one, I don't care what you smoke,
You'll enjoy it.
you'll enjoy it. If you're a Maduro guy, grab the Leaf Maduro. It's a great cigar. If you're not a dark dark leaf type of smoker, get one of something lighter, and it will be a great cigar.
Okay, word of warning for the leaf.
Don't smoke it with a leaf wrapped around it.
Okay. As Lawrence has just said, there's a leaf wrapped around the cigar itself. And I'll just put myself out there. The first time I smoked the leaf.
You didn't.
I did.
Robinson.
I did. I know better. When you know better, you do better. I get this thing and it's like, oh, kind of jacket leaf. Okay, is that what the kids are doing now? Great. Light the sucker up and I'm smoking the thing with the leaf on it. You got to take the leaf off to expose the cigar. Yeah, when I came to that realization, it's kind of like, oh, you're supposed to take the leaf off kind of quietly, just kind of.
Did you do that in here?
Yeah.
And because we're all assholes, not that Larry and I were here, we just sat there and watched this show for a while.
Apparently you did. No one said a word. No one was helpful. This is a time when I need you to be helpful.
Sorry, I was just in amazement there.
Throw me a bone, something.
Well, okay, in your defense,
was Russian Standard involved?
No, easy. Leaf is a cigar that I use if I'm trying to introduce somebody to cigars or to upgrade them from a backwoods, black and mild type of situation.
Oh, you mean you don't give them an infused cigar and say, here's your intro to the cigar world,
no,
Michaela?
No, I'm not I'm not an asshole like that. And two, I can't buy infused cigars. So, it's just because I, pee standing up. But I realized really early on that I had to give a full explanation of the leaf. Because the first two people that I gave one to smoked the damn thing with a leaf on there. I'm like, all right, I thought you was all smarter than that, but okay.
So Scott falls into that category, huh?
Well, maybe it was a tough day. Maybe it was a hard day at work, Maybe the dog crapped his crate. I don't know. We're trying to give the man the benefit of the doubt.
You mean a hard day at work where he got up and left his pajamas on?
Is he really going to do this?
Yes, I am.
Apparently so.
Really going to do this?
So anyway. So.
Well, this is making for a quality video, isn't it?
Well, before I get heaped on. So we were talking, the three of us, on Thursday. So you get an idea into our prep time on how this works, which this is not the typical show. We were talking on Thursday about what we're going to talk about, and I'm like, well, this show is going to be released before Father's Day. So there's a lot of dads out there that smoke cigars. Are you thinking about getting Father's Day gifts for your dad? Are you thinking about getting him cigars or accessories? One of the things I wanted to throw out there, because it's a question that comes up in this shop all the time, especially at Christmas. I need cigars for a gift. How long can I store them? Powerful question, right? Turns out, if you're buying a box and the purveyor or the manufacturer has them in cello, turns out they can be out of humidification, but not temperature. They can be out of humidification for up to, they say, 45 days before they need to go, the oils will start to evaporate and they need to go into humidification. So if you're thinking about buying a gift and you're thinking about buying a box and you can't get it into a humidor, you can't sneak it into Dad's humidor, whatever, just remember, 70 degrees in your house somewhere dark, not in direct sunlight, and you got about 30 days. I wouldn't go 45, but I'd go 30.
Yeah, but really, does anybody buy a gift a box 30 days in advance?
You've met my grandmother.
I have not.
She's probably bought. I thought you had. She's probably bought Christmas gifts for us already.
Okay,
but anyway,
no,
it's just one of those things where I know the question comes up a lot in here, and like I said, we heard about Christmas time, so why not throw it out there? Particularly because next weekend they're going to be doing a lot of business of hey, my dad smokes cigars, and I want to get him something good. And just for that, folks, go right into the Davidoff room. Don't pass go. Go right in there.
This is where Ron makes his money, man. Father's Day and Christmas. Ron hears those words, I want to get my dad something nice, and like the cash register bell goes off in his head.
Cha-ching.
Notice how Greg just guided him over to the Davidoff room.
Oh, yeah, I
Are
was
you
gonna
getting a freaking cut?
Yeah, I was going to let that slide, man. But so we got to back this up a minute. Grandma Perry, is it your fault?
Perez. Grandma Perry's gone.
Now, don't I feel like an asshole?
That's okay. Look. My Grandma Perry, Dad's mom, grew up in Oklahoma. You probably understand that.
So,
Right.
it's your mother's mother.
Yes.
Is she the one that's responsible for you and your brother in the footy pajamas every damn Christmas?
You mean Craig's footy pajamas that he got? That was my mother. Mom bought those for Craig.
Moms, we got to have a conversation.
Well, notice he pushes it all on Craig. I think there's a pair hiding somewhere in one of his drawers.
Yeah, except mine's a Captain Picard uniform footy pajamas.
I'm sorry I brought it up.
That's okay. There can be a pair in both of your future. Scott can be Geordie LaForge and you can be Scotty. Can you speak with a Scottish brogue?
I can barely speak with a regular. What's this jackass trying to do?
I got nothing.
Hey, I finally won one.
No.
No, don't get crazy. We ain't done yet.
Oh, yeah.
We're just reloading. Wait till you open your stuffed deer this Christmas, asshole. Some bitch pre-bullet hold.
It's the only way it's going to get shot.
Okay. So my tiny wife's idea of occupying the time as, don't try to mute me.
I can mute you.
Her idea of occupying her time as we were driving through Wyoming. She's loving the green, mountainside, because in California, everything's freaking brown. So she's loving the greenery and the cows and the horses. And then she sees the deer. Now, I had nothing to do with this. I'm concentrating with both hands on the steering wheel, dealing with the wind to make sure we don't go off the damn freeway. She's taking pictures and sending them over to Greg saying, oh, look, I can send Greg pictures of deer so he knows what they look like. And then they get into this argument.
Turns out your wife doesn't even know what deer look like.
Yeah, they get into this little mini argument about, no, that's an antelope. No, it's a deer. I'm from Pennsylvania. I know what deer look like.
There are no antelope in Pennsylvania.
So she's sitting here, laughing and talking about this, and I'm just driving along saying, yeah, that's nice. Look at the deer. I don't want to look at the deer. I don't want to die.
We were in Wyoming. You were on a one-lane highway?
No, it was like it was 2 lanes.
2 lanes on I-80. So yeah.
Oh, and the really fun part is it's like, not, being from California, it's like the good people of Wyoming actually work on their roads. So they
actually have money.
Yeah, they actually have nice roads. And part of the reason they have nice roads is they will literally cut off one side of the freeway and then basically bring you over to the other side. So now it's like a 1-lane highway each way.
Counterflow.
Yeah. So, the fun of driving a freaking 25-foot, quasi behemoth and trucks coming at you in the other direction as you're driving going, no.
You're not supposed to play chicken with them, man.
Oh, yeah. Shit. Oh, man, that was a joy when it says, construction for 15 miles. So my butt's puckered up for 15 miles as I'm driving along. Thunk, 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 thunk. Yeah.
So basically, you're an expert at driving your rig now, right?
I will never drive that. I will never do that cross-country crap ever. You want to go to Yellowstone? Well, you better charter a plane because I'm not taking the RV. You better get it. You better just plan on an airdrop.
I think you and I'll drive, and he can sit in the back.
I'm fine with it.
Nah, man, we've already determined as a group we can't take his RV anyplace.
That's true.
Wait a minute. Why?
Because I'll be puffing up a storm in that son of a bitch, and your wife will kill me.
Oh, yeah, there's that.
Oh,
Larry, don't do that.
So anywhere. Wow. So
You
anywhere,
did it. I'm just helping. I'm trying to help.
Yeah, you couldn't let it go.
I'm
couldn't
trying
let
to
it
help.
go. All right.
I'm trying to be a helpful beaver.
We're all right at the beaver part. Helpful, I'm not so sure. But anytime the three of us are road tripping, it's going to have to be in Whitey McFarland over here's. What is that? Escalade?
I have a VW.
We're not going to a goddamn
You mean
VW.
the Expedition?
Expedition? That's it.
Okay.
We're not going to
The Expedition.
Goddamn VW.
The nice thing about the Expedition is it's big. It gives us plenty of room.
You see the three
None
of
of us
us
are
in a
small guys.
goddamn VW. Any VW, I don't give a shit. About the only thing that we could possibly even consider the three of us getting in made by Volkswagen would be like a 66 microbus.
I'll put on my tie-dye shirt and my guitar and my afro wig. I can be frickin' Hendrix.
Wow.
Why not?
Why not?
Okay.
All right. Hendrix, ZZ Top, and the Muppets.
It's time to light the music.
That's a hell of
to start the show.
Holy shit, he did it.
He did.
Wow. Woo!
I used to watch that when I was a kid, okay?
Last week. In the footy pajamas from Grandma. All right.
With Fruit Loops.
No Fruity Pebbles.
As long as it was fruity. Man.
Just wow. This is bad.
Nah.
We're not even a quarter of the way to bad yet.
Yeah.
No, that was the last week's Saturday.
No, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's coming around, ladies and gentlemen, coming around. All right, so on this whole Father's Day thing, are we recommending that if you have a cigar smoker, his dad, grandpa, cousin Fred, whatever, do you prefer a gift more of a cigar, an accessory, or something else? What's your feeling on that, guys?
Here's my thought. And you two can chime in. As far as
thank you.
Well, no, because we're three of the same people when it comes to like accessories. I know what I want, and it's very hard for someone to buy a cigar accessory for me that I don't already have.
He's an accessory
I have most
horse.
of them. So if gifts like that for me, I'd rather have some cigars, even if it was something that's not normally in my wheelhouse, because it's something new to try. Because I'm picky about my humidors and my cutters and my lighters. So for me, it would be cigars.
Personally for me, I'm on the opposite of the spectrum. I think you can never go wrong with an accessory. For one, it means something, if it's coming from your little girls or coming from your wife.
How are those Havatampas? You thought I'd forgotten about that, hadn't you?
Okay, let's just apprise this for normal functioning people. So years ago when my children were little, they were really sweet and got me some cigars. They got me a box. I think there were like 50 of them, of these Havatampas, little skinny cigars with I think they're the kind of cigars you get at a liquor store, and with the little sweet tip. And I get these as my little girls look so proud that they've gotten their daddy, cigars that he likes, as their big eyes blink, blink, and I'm looking at these. The back of my mind is like, the hell is this? This is bullshit.
Scott rolls right into his bad Santa impersonation.
Hey, I'm curious. Do either of your girls listen to the show?
No, they do not.
Oh, okay, just checking.
Nah. Oh, there's all sorts of little family secrets. I'll tell you about the other one. Anyway, so, of course, they're blink, blink. That's the back of my head. My mouth, that's wired to my brain, not my ass, is like, oh, my God, these are so nice. Thank you. And give them a big, giant hug. It's kind of like, when you got your dad that Old Spice gift pack. He wanted nothing to do with that, right? He just, the back of his mind was like, the fuck is this shit?
I did that when I was about 9, and our dog smelled like Old Spice for like 3 years.
I'm glad I wasn't drinking when you said that.
Oh, Pops gave 0 shits, man. He'd be pouring a little Old Spice on the dog every morning. And you don't know any better as a kid. You get up, the house smell like Old Spice. You're like, hey, Daddy's using my gift.
Yeah. Or wearing my tie.
Yeah. No, I knew better than that. Pop stopped wearing ties like 1968. But he still had all of them, coincidentally enough.
Yeah. And, quick aside. The secret was the one time when I had to get a hamster that looked exactly like the previous hamster. Yeah, I think we've all done that. When I get a page, tells you how long ago this was. Call the page, call home, and it's like, the hamster died. It's like, okay, well, keep the girls out of the room, and I will go and retrieve the hamster and go back to the pet store and get one that looks just like it. And I did.
I can just envision Scott bringing in the body going, can I have a necropsy so it looks just like this one?
And I did, and I succeeded. And
to this day, they don't know any better.
No, their damn mom told them finally, 20 years later. I had to sit at a hamster funeral. Yeah.
Time out.
Thanks, Larry.
Yeah, I did.
Your girls did a funeral for a hamster 20 years later?
No. It was after the replacement hamster died.
Oh, man, you got to be a little more clear on that.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Sorry. No.
Because I'm a patient cat, but I am not sitting through a 20-year delayed hamster funeral. You can kiss my ass. I'll be smoking a cigar over here in the corner. Let me know when it's time to throw the dirt on the hole. Jesus Christ.
Man. Yeah, we've all had those moments as fathers when we are driving or doing something, thinking to ourselves, would my old man have done this? No. What the hell's wrong with me?
You got 2 little girls.
In your pop's defense, he wouldn't have stepped on a bird either. How'd that feel? I don't know why this fool's laughing. We haven't got enough into his family history about his family pets to be able to give him enough shit about this. You need to speak more freely about your childhood, my friend.
This is therapeutic for me. Yeah. This is like an AA meeting with alcohol.
Good thing, huh? Jesus. What are the other options, man? If it wasn't therapeutic, Scott would be making a right turn to the Forest Hill Bridge on the morning leaving here. For those of you that aren't familiar with this area, popular place to jump. All right? Yeah, now you got some shit on your shirt. How's it feel?
How that taste?
Yeah. What you do is you pull the shirt up a little bit, and you fold down. See? Works every time. Yeah. Scott, how you doing on that cigar, man?
Oh, man, it's...
I tried to save it. I did.
You can't. There's no saving it.
I tried, man. I mean, people are watching this can see him going to shit over there. But the ones just listening, you and I could have pulled this off. But no. We don't help each other because we're assholes. And I understand most of this is my fault. I mean, don't think I'm letting that go by, but what we should have done?
What's that?
We should have had a second bottle of this Macallan, but it's only about that full, and then had Greg black it out for a second, and then we could have switched it. There would have been that one dude watching the YouTube going, "Those sons of bitches drink a whole bottle of Macallan on that show." Now I screwed that up, so we can't even do that on a future episode.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was good, Larry.
You all right? Breathe in, man. It helps.
Okay, I got to ask you, Larry, have you ever, as a dad, those moments when you've done something and thought to yourself, if my old man was still here, he'd think I'm out of my fucking mind?
Man, shit. When the kids were younger, on the daily. Because I think by and large, as parents, we all have those moments where especially man, as a new parent, you got that first kid, and you're like, man, I'm gonna do things different because and just because I was an only child, so to speak, because I was the only kid that my mom and dad had, but they both were married before. So I got half brothers and sisters. This wasn't neither one of them's first rodeo. And I've said to you guys many times before, I've said on this show, my pop was 47 years old when I was born. I do not think I was planned. And so consequently, I get into my early teens, Pop's damn near 60, and he gave no shits. I mean, he was done. He made it clear he was not prepared for having a child at home at his age. I was a smart ass one day. A couple of my friends and I sitting around the picnic table outside my dad's shop at lunchtime. One of my buddy had just gotten his driver's license. I was about a month away from getting my permit, and so was the other guy. And we're just talking mad shit about what kind of car we're going to get, right? And unbeknownst to me, my old man's standing behind me, leaning in the doorway, smoking a Pall Mall and drinking his coffee. And when I start flapping my gums about what kind of car I'm going to buy, he goes, "Car?" He goes, "You need to start thinking about having a place to live." And knowing that my father did not have a hell of a sense of humor, I'm like, "What? What do you mean?" He goes, "I wasn't planning on having kids at home at this age. You need to get the hell out." Walked away. Now my two friends are horrified because they think their buddy's going to be homeless here in a little while. And they're getting their ducks in a row, so I'm not camped out on their couch. So, yeah, thanks, Dad. But, nah, man, as a parent, you always go through those moments, I think, where it's like, I'm going to do it different than my folks did.
Oh, yeah.
And usually that's completely the wrong frickin' idea, but, that is what it is. My youngest son, Pat, used to have really long hair and bushy. He just wore his hair how he wore his hair. And he ended up, I think he got it cut short, I don't know, his sophomore year in high school. Maybe junior year, I don't remember for sure. But I always had people that would just give me a hard time about, dude, how come you don't have to cut his hair? And I'm like, you know what, man? He's a good kid. He gets decent grades. He doesn't, he's not acting a fool. He doesn't cause me a lot of trouble. If this hairdo is the biggest concern that I have, I think I'm doing all right. As long as he's not dyeing it 8 different colors and putting barrettes in it or some shit, I think we're okay. I'm going to fight the battles that are, that I have to fight.
Oh, there you go.
But I went through that with all the boys at one point or another. It's just doing stuff different than the way my mom and dad did it, and it wasn't always right. But, it's just how you do it. They don't give you a manual when you get that first one. Hey, this is how you're supposed to handle this. You got to kind of figure that shit out. And sometimes you figure it out wrong. It's just, whoops.
I had an instance like the night before. Of course, my dad's living with me now. And he's, getting around because his leg was busted up. So he's moving along on his walker and whatnot. And he sat down for dinner. So I pour him some iced tea. I get the glass and fill it with ice. He looks at me like, "Hey, whoa, what the hell's with all this ice?" I said, "You know what? When I was a kid, you get the pitcher of Kool-Aid, you fill that sucker with ice and then pour it up in there. And I knew why you were doing it, so you could have less Kool-Aid up in the glass. It's just all ice." And he looks at me, he's like, "Oh, my bad." Sue's laughing, saying, "You see it." Sue looks at him and says, you know what Scott's doing, right? He's getting back at you."
That's it. Did you set the glass of tea down and say, "Gotcha"?
But the look on his face was like, "Oh, my bad." And if you ever heard my father speak, he has the deep voice, and he doesn't mumble. It's just a really deep voice, and he's like, well, you gotta do what you gotta do, and you'll get that in Winch Creek. So just be ready for it.
Don't worry, man. I'm prepared for Pops.
So be ready for it.
I've already got Bud Light chilling in the outside fridge for him.
Oh no, his thing now is Busch Light. Yeah.
What the fuck am I gonna do with this Bud Light? Nobody else drinks that shit.
I drink Bud
sorry,
Light.
Sorry, Mr. Robinson.
I drink Bud Light. So thank you. Well, I'll drink anything.
Hear that? Hear that, baby? We got to buy Busch Light now too.
Well, I'll be bringing Busch Light.
I thought that was a completely different thing when I said it, but go ahead. No?
Oh yeah.
All right.
So, Scott,
Yes, sir.
should we let Larry get to the elephant in the room?
I think we should.
I thought I was the elephant in the room.
So, as many of you know, one of our loyal listeners, Tommy, he moved to Idaho recently. And
We're sorry, Idaho. Kidding, Tommy.
so,
Sort of.
anyway, he got us all a little parting gift. And Scott and mine was wrapped up together, so it's already open because I had to take mine out to take it home. But Larry's was wrapped up by itself. So,
Uh-oh.
hey, Tommy, he's opening it on the program. Let him get all his accoutrement out the way.
The last time I did this, I got a stuffed donkey. You sons of bitches. All right, Mike's going over here.
Dude, your wife got me back for the donkey.
Yeah. Your day's coming, sunshine. You ain't seen nothing yet. Jesus Christ. All right, somebody's going to have to narrate this.
He's digging in the box, grabbing the little thingy, pulling it out.
Don't say pulling it out. Is the bottom of this taped to the box?
Pull.
I'm pulling, man. I'm pulling. Oh, wow. That's freaking cool.
Right?
Hold on. Turn it around.
That's pretty damn sweet.
Here, hang on. Let me get a close-up shot of that.
That's a nice boulder. Oh. That's a Shrek reference for you older people. Damn, that is awesome, man. Thank you, Tommy. That is really cool.
Yeah.
Now,
We'll get pictures of what mine and Scott's look
Okay.
like so you can see ours, too.
what's the background on this? Is this something that Tommy made? Help
Pardon
me
me.
out here.
So, yeah. Tommy told me maybe a month ago, he goes, I'm working on a project for you and Scott and Larry and your brother on a little parting gift. So he's been working with a contractor friend of his up in Idaho on making these. And he saw,
That thing's heavy as hell.
I know, so's ours too. He saw this design up at the vault there in Idaho in Meridian. Somebody had done a piece like this for the owner.
Oh, wow.
And
Yeah,
he's
that-
looking at that going, I like that. Those are really cool. Knowing how much the three of us smoke, he's like, and he decided to make us some too.
That's awesome. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir. That was very thoughtful of you, and that will be going up on the wall in the man cave area of my domicile. That was very nice.
Yep, I'll be putting that one up in my office.
Yeah. I don't know where mine's going yet, but it's going somewhere.
Yeah, too easy. Too easy.
See how good I'm being?
Hold on, I lost my cigar. All right,
There it is.
All right. Found it. So, back to the Father's Day thing. I think we've determined that anything you can get. What the hell is wrong with this thing, dude? We are throwing some money down on a new mic stand. This is ridiculous.
I'll look at those this week.
Well, I thought I had it fixed where I was tucking the cord into the seat.
Then you moved.
Yeah, then I shifted my fat and it changed up the whole thing. So Father's Day, I think we've determined that any thoughtful gift, Pops is going to be happy with. You
Yeah.
know, put a little effort into it. If you've got a local shop, you know, go see the proprietor. Let them help you out. You know, take a look if your dad, your grandpa, your whatever is like me and's got a big humidor in the house, take a quick look. You know, snap a couple pictures. Show the proprietor, hey, this is what he's got in his humidor. You know, this is kind of what he likes to smoke. Can you maybe get me something, you know, in that wheelhouse that maybe he hasn't seen? You know, it's something that's not as mainstream,
go-to.
or, you know, not as something new, something, you know. And that's the great thing about brick and mortar cigar places, man. They want to help you out. They want you coming back. They want, you know, that cigar smoker in your life to know about them and come in and try something else. So
Without a doubt. And you can never be, you know, you can never have too many accessories. I mean, I've got countless lighters and cutters, and, you know, hey, well, you get one for a gift, the more the merrier, especially a really nice lighter. You know, you get the big giant creme brulee one, you know, you have a little portable one that you knock around with, because for the most part, we don't take our nice lighters out because they tend to get either confiscated, lost,
Pilfered.
or pilfered accidentally, of course.
Sometimes I wonder, man.
had to do confiscated, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you look sorry.
Denver Airport, do better.
Don't he look sorry for you folks at home? Yeah.
Well, that's why you get TSA pre.
Asshole.
Then you don't get TJ Hooker trying to take your shit.
You know, Larry, it's our fault for being lower middle class and going through the regular TSA line.
Oh,
Apparently,
you got $85. Don't sit here talking like I'm an elitist. Pay the $85 for 5 years. Jeez.
You done?
You realize, as two relatively larger guys than you are, it's a good idea, because it's hard to bend down and tie my shoes up again after I've taken them off to go through the metal detector thingy.
Oh, back up, man. Have you looked at him lately? Don't say, you know, larger and just point at us.
Yeah.
Corona has been good to you, Scotty.
Yeah.
Corona's been good to all of us, unfortunately.
Yeah, you know, I said when I got my black belt, it kind of looked like Steven Seagal and Above the Law. Now it looked like Steven Seagal, Bayou Justice.
Wow.
Yeah, all I need to do is get some hair, slick it back, pretend I play guitar, and buddy up to Vladimir Putin.
Wonder what Scotty'd look like with hair.
Like a photo negative of you with hair. I understand now why I'm in the middle. I get it.
You set off the hair, non-hair ratio. One of these things is not like the other.
I start losing my hair, we're going to have a problem because my head is square. That is not going to be a good look.
It would be like those freaking, remember that old toy, the Rock'em Sock'em Robots?
Yeah, no, it looked like somebody put SpongeBob in between you. What the hell is this?
Would that make Greg Patrick?
Wow. Fuck you, Scott.
Wow. Man, talk about teeing something up and not even realizing you were teeing it up. Look at that.
See, that's the fun of this show. You set them up, I knock them down.
There we go, man.
Teamwork.
Yeah. Whew.
As one of our good friends says, teamwork makes the dream work.
If y'all are looking for a podcast producer, I work for cheap. I may not be very good, but I work for cheap.
You get what you pay for, is what we're saying, folks. You know, because it's, geez.
So I'm curious, now that you guys have not gotten very far, but gotten about halfway through, what are you thinking?
Awkward silence as we puff.
Nah, just a puff and that's contemplation. Don't be afraid of the silence. It's merely contemplation. It's still pretty consistent. I've said a million times, as you go through a cigar, the end closest to you always, gets more and more heat as you, puff on the cigar. So the flavor profile at times changes. I'm not getting much of a change in this one. I'm still getting the nice smooth creaminess. The woodsy hasn't changed too much. So, I'd say it's a nice consistent cigar.
That's good. Yeah. And I want to circle back for a minute because we kind of distracted you on your one to take your ass to flavor country. So we do need a rating, Mr. Robinson.
All right. Well, on a rating scale of 1 to take your ass to flavor country, I'm going to give this about a 9.5.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got a good flavor. The only knock I would say for me is I'm having a little bit of trouble with the draw, but I think that's because I screwed up the cut on it.
Straight cut is a good, faithful cut, and I'm still getting the proper amount of smoke with that cut.
So yeah, I think my issues with the draw on this stick is operator error rather than the cigar itself. Mm-hmm. But I'll agree with Scott. Very, very consistent as far as the flavor and stuff throughout. So yeah, definitely I like it a lot.
So if you do get an opportunity, talk to your local proprietor and see if you can get your hands on the Clown. It's a worthwhile smoke.
Yeah, I think so too.
Hey, Larry, you want to take us out with one of your unique outros since you did the intro so well?
Wow, throw me under the bus. Just
Not
like
at all.
That. I know
I got you, baby.
It's on you, man.
I got you. Well, it looks like my scotch glass is empty and my cigar is close to the nub, so I think it's about that time. I want to thank our audience in behalf of myself, Greg, and Larry. Thank you for listening. Check us out at LumenCigarCartel.com. Like and share us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Check us out on YouTube as well. Don't be a stranger. Drop us a line and let us know you're out there. I'm Scott Robinson, and from all of us here at Beyond the Humidor, we look forward to chatting with you on our next episode. And until then, take care, and good smoke, good drink, and good life. And by the way, happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.